Welcome back to Unscripted, where I share my unscripted and unrehearsed beliefs about what I've seen around in the internet. So, judging by the title of this video, this is the second iteration to the first video that I did about the Roblox versus Schlep situation. And once again, I usually start these ones with fresh, um, what can I call them? Give me a second, I'm thinking. Um, hmm, Fresh quotes that I come up with myself. So, judging by the content of this one, I think I'll kind of let it go. I don't think I won't do a quote for this one, but because of the subject matter. I mean, this one is a bit wild, and it was wild for me when I first encountered it. But for today's video, we're going to be covering one of the darker sides of VR chat, and we're going to be looking into one of the most prolific perpetrators of one of the most heinous crimes and forms of abuse, and how, for me, how brazen they were. I'll put the clip later on in the video of them just straight up coming out and saying it. But for this video, we're going to be covering uh, a sicko named Hypnotist Sappho. Hypnotist Sappho is a VR chat content creator, or was a VR chat content creator, who pride themselves on ERP, which is erotic role play, and on screen now is their avatar that they use the most, and the fact that they did these sort of things around children. And generally, I've never come across someone who was so proud to be a literal monster, to be a literal problem to the overall population, and how they themselves justified it. Like you'll see in the clip that I'll place in just now, she brazenly admits it. She's like, "No, I'm attracted to animals," and I'm like, "What? Whoa, whoa!" Like me personally, I'm a cat person, calamity cats. I love cats. Cats are the bomb, but I would never do the things that she was accused of doing. And for the sake of brevity, it was quite a lot. And the wildest thing is, Hypnotist Evo went out of their way to not only harass animals, but people as well. Like I don't know if she's a she now or they're a they them, but she was hunting minors on VR chat, which is another place where all sorts of debaucherous shenaniganery transpires. And the fact that, once again, it's a game that's supposed to be for kids. It's like a social hub for kids. Not like Roblox. Roblox, it's like there's a certain level of detachment, in my opinion. I feel like VR chat is a lot worse. Like a lot worse. Because it's like um hinted that some people are capable of uh like touching you, like ghost touch. I think that's what they called it, ghost touch, where they can touch you across the game. I've also heard of like VR chat avatars that have their digital their digital, what can I say, presence encoded with a literal virus. Like I've heard of people having their computers completely bricked after interacting with with a infected character. So most of the times, um, when I was first, traversing the emptiness and the vastness of at the time cyberspace, I thought to myself that, well, if you have a problem with someone, why don't you just block them? Why don't you just turn it off? And it turns out that a lot of people have tried and have paid dearly for it. Case in point, victims of the like VR chat avatar attacks, where just being in the same room with that person can target your VR chat avatar and go into your computer system 32. And because it's working past the anti-cheat that is usually on Steam and so many other what you call this mediums of playing games, it literally it goes past your system security because your system security is like, oh no, Steam's anti cheats got it covered, so it should be okay, and it just makes its way into your System32 folder and deletes it. And if you don't know, deleting your System32 folder on your computer results in complete bricking. Like that machine may never run again. Like you're done. You got to get a new one, pal. It's over. Pack it up for me. Okay? And the fact that some of the people, some of the worst predators, I don't know if I'll ever do another video like this again, but there are so many cases that I've heard of and that I've listened to where victims were scared to not do what the the perpetrators wanted because they would they could brick your system. And imagine being like a 13-year-old kid and your parents like spilled a lot of money to buy you that PC and the VR headset and everything. Like those were Christmas gifts from grandma. And now they're in danger because some sicko wants to see your feet. Like that is major levels of terrorism. And just like Roblox, try reporting them. Try reporting them. See what happens. See what happens. If it happens, if they manage to look into it, you're really lucky. And I feel like that's another hazard that comes with these sort of things where it's like I have I have younger like cousins and so on, and I fear for them. And it's crazy because I can't just like walk up to them and be like, "Hey, are you on Roblox or VR chat? If you are, leave." Like it's not easy to just walk up and try to protect them in that way. But then even if you you give them like advice to say that stay out of condos. For Roblox, it's condos. I think for VR chat, they're called rooms or worlds. Like stay out of shady worlds, stay out of shady condos. Don't be talking to anyone you don't want to talk to. Like if you see someone's creeping up on you, leave. And take it from me, when you're a kid, going to the places that are only for adults seems cool and you might seem edgy or whatever, but don't do it. It's difficult to say that because obviously they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you're Unk now. Of course you'd say that, Unk. And realistically, it's not their fault because at heart, children are naive and they are pretty, I wouldn't call them the most level headed. And that's not their fault. They're growing up. You know what I mean? They're growing up. When I was a kid, like I had to run experiments. Like I would take an experiment and be like, they say this is bad. Let us collect the data for ourselves. And it led to me getting in a lot of trouble and getting hurt a lot too. And I think that's it's unfortunate, but it's a crucial part of growing up. And I remember one time I once told a friend of mine who was like, "Oh, I'm thinking of trying this new thing. Let's just come out." And I was like, "Yeah, your first time could be your last time. Like your first try will be your last try that you'll ever get." And I feel like it's doubly true when you're on the internet these days, where you want to try find something new, you want to interact with something, you want to join a new community or express yourself. There will always be bad actors out there and they'll always be out there to take advantage of people. And the worst part of it is there's almost very little we can do apart from like cautioning the kids and finding and reporting these creeps. Luckily for us, Hypnotist Sappho, the plot B of this video, was heavily bombarded. Like they hunted her down. They didn't let her breathe. Like and that was the one of the few times I've ever seen a public outroar and outcry against a known like offender, against a known freak. And I was glad. I literally clapped hands. I think I watched it unfold because I think this whole thing started off in 2021. And at that point, I was already living on the internet. I was already jacked into the net. I was already a Songbird cosplayer. So I watched it happen in real time. And at the time, I didn't really care because I was like, VR chat, that weird game, that weird VR game. Oh, man, weird. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. But then when I saw that there are freaks on there and everything, I started to pay actual attention and actual attention into my own like circles that I interacted with, my own video game communities that I partook in. I was like, I think maybe I need to be a bit more careful because some of these things, man, they're kind of weird, man. Like these people, they be moving crazy. So yeah, like this video also goes out to you. Like, be cautious of who you interact with. Be like wary. But yeah, I'll try to find a place to put her disgusting coming out video. I think I'll put it at the end. Yeah, I think it's safer if I put it at the end. But that was one hell of a gross video, and just the brazenness of it had me. Like I just couldn't handle that. She was disgusting, and she changed a lot. And that's another thing that I also should speak on one day, where people will do something bad and then try to join the LGBT community to hide. And I think and it's crazy to me that they believe that they can co-opt someone else's lived experiences and someone else's like and another community's lived experiences and their own suffrage and so on to like hide themselves because the heat has gotten too much. Where they'll do some heinous things and then just be like, "Oh no, I'm actually gay, didn't you know?" And I'm like, "What? Why do you say that like that makes you immune to criticism? What are you doing?" And I think that's wild. Where yeah, sure, I'll respect your pronouns as I put the cuffs on you and throw you into the clink like you're done. Like you're done. You're not getting away with harassing children, like literally traumatizing children and animals. Like it's crazy to me that she had a dog, a German Shepherd. It came out. I refuse to continue looking into her. I won't lie. Like I'm literally just like this is a conversation, so I'm literally just spreading the word to you. But if you want to find out more, Hypnotist Sappho, I put her chosen favorite and most infamous avatar at the beginning of the video. You can have a look at that, and it will help you find who she is. Like you will find out her numerous crimes, and how she kept trying to evade criticism and evade bans here and there. And yeah, I was glad when they literally like got they ran her off the internet, and I think she deserves to be behind bars. Honestly, if not behind bars, at least investigated because I had read on a post on a thread that she had a dog, a German Shepherd, and I was like, that poor dog. It trusts you, like it trusts you. It put its faith in you, and this is what you do to it. Come on, man. Come on. Throw it in prison, take the prison, shoot it into a black hole. You do not deserve to be amongst us. You do not deserve to be amongst other living creatures. Like you need to be in the void of space. In fact, no. Take her, put her in the prison, put the prison underground. Take the planet that it is located on, throw that planet into a black hole. Take the black hole, compress it, tear a hole through a dimension, throw the compressed planet into that dimension along with the black hole to ensure that she never sees the light of day again. She's a villain. I've never come across a villain quite like Hypnotist Sappho, and I hope to never come across one again. But as a society, we need to come up with better solutions for this, man. We need to really have some deterrence, like attach some heavy crime, like some heavy jail time to it. And I hate how previous generations who are currently running the world, your Gen X's and your boomers, they will look at it and be like, "Oh, this crime happened. This crime was confessed to in cyberspace. We can't. That must not." It kind of loses its seriousness because it's on the internet. You know, people on the internet say crazy things. I'm like, yeah, but then if we investigate and find out that it's true, they deserve to be punished. Like they will take crimes that happen in real life more seriously than cybercrimes. But then as time is going on, more and more cybercrimes are being perpetrated. So I believe as a society, we need to catch up with that. Like we absolutely need to catch up. We need to take them equally as serious because you can't just have people be doing anything. You know what I mean? You can't just have people just doing whatever and think they're safe just because it's behind a screen. Like that doesn't give you the right to literally confessing to zoo sadism. Like it no, no, with your chest. And the fact that you continue to justify people pressed her and pressed the hypnotist and pressed her. And all she did was she didn't even deny some of the claims. Well, she did try to deny a couple of them by deflecting, and I was like, "This is a deflection? Are you serious? Get real, get real." But yeah, that was the second part of the cyberspace conundrum. I don't know if I'll make a third part. I'll see what happens. If I do, I do. If I don't, then we move on to the next thing. But I will not add a meme at the end of this one because this is some serious subject matter. Some serious subject matter. And like, I'm not even, I may sound like casual, but I take this very seriously. Goodbye.
I am a zoophile. I do not have a thing for humans. I am more attracted to dogs like German Shepherds.